So good morning and welcome to our AM rituals. And one of those rituals is for us to alkalize. So why alkalize? Well, alkalizing our body is really important to keep ourselves pH neutral. So you guys might know that with water, we want to keep it at around pH 7 neutral. And it's the same with our bodies. We want to keep it at that neutral pH level because when we become too acidic in our body, basically the cells, they start to become damaged quite easily. They start to corrode. It's a corrosion process, and it also causes aging in our cells. So what we want to do is bring our pH up in our bodies to be more alkaline. And funny enough, we actually use acidic ingredients because it has the reverse process in the body. So one of the easiest ways to alkalize is to use apple cider vinegar. I would recommend an organic one if you can find one. Here in Australia we have Bragg's, quite accessible through health food stores. It's a really good way. You just get a cap or 2 caps of this into a glass of water and just stir it up and drink it. Another way that I've found that actually is quite a bit of a better alkalizer or a stronger alkalizer is to use some aluminium-free baking soda. This one here is Bob's Red Mill brand, is aluminium free, and we mix that into water together with some salt. Now I use Celtic salt, normally Celtic sea salt. Again, it's organic because it's just not as harsh to drink and it dissolves easier than Himalayan sea salt or some of the other salts. And then lastly, you take a lemon, you squeeze the lemon first and then slowly pour it into your water to make a very alkaline morning drink. Now it's up to you whether you want to use the apple cider vinegar or the process of those 3 ingredients, but I really do, again, like it's part of this program, is to alkalize daily because it's going to make a difference, especially when we eat protein, a lot of protein in our diet, which we also obviously need for, we need protein in our diet for muscle growth and for rejuvenation of cells when we break down that muscle structure from exercising, and that also causes an acidity in the body that we need to neutralize through alkalizing our cells. So yeah, get onto it guys. It only need take a few minutes each morning, and it'll make a massive difference to how your body feels throughout your day. Enjoy. Our next morning ritual is to do our morning gratitudes. So morning gratitudes are an amazing way for us to move our body, and so this allows the elimination process of toxins from our body at the same time as lifting our vibration to that higher space that we talked about when we talked about our mindset, that we want to lift ourselves into that higher vibration. So each time in this ritual, as we breathe in, what we do is we breathe in something that we're grateful for, and then as we breathe out that into the world and wish that onto others. So it sort of has this process of being very altruistic at the same time as taking care of our own vibration. So we might, for example, breathe in, like I'm so grateful for the fact that I have amazing, that I'm working toward amazing health. May everyone have amazing health. I'm so grateful for that I work with amazing people at my job and I get to see them every day. May everyone have amazing people that they get to see in their day. So that's the second part of our rituals. And so the next part of our rituals that we want to do before each meal really is to have food awareness. So thinking just about, before we put our food into our mouth, where our food comes from, like thinking about the process that was involved to get this food onto our plates before we actually eat it. And what we do find in this too, it becomes almost like we find a sense of gratitude for our food, and we lift that vibration in that food as we eat it, and we become more mindfully aware of what we're eating as we're eating. So we're not just putting it down as just, you know, a fuel to our body that we need, but we're actually appreciating it as we're eating it. So I've just got a photo here of a good friend of mine, Pig, on a trip when we were in Victoria, cooking up some delicious bolognese for us that we were all very grateful for. And finally, I just want to speak about our evening ritual of having some evening gratitude just before we lie down to go to sleep. So this is, again, like, it's this way that we lift our vibration into a higher place just before we lie down, to ensure that when we go to sleep, we're actually going to sleep in the best mind state possible, so that we have a really restful sleep. All the cells in our body are feeling great, and when we then wake up and we start our morning with gratitude again, the first thing we do, wow, you know, I mean, it's just a matter of time until we feel our higher vibration emanating through all our cells on a consistent basis. So that's it for our ritual, guys, and I really hope that you enjoy these. I guarantee stick with it and you'll feel amazing. So I'll see you guys soon. Enjoy.